Hi there, today we're going to be going through the Forex Dashboard interface and some of the functionality that you can use on the Forex Dashboard. So here we have the Forex Dashboard. As you can see, it's a live interface into the current market, and the price action is reflected in all of these various windows. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. On the left hand side here, I'm not going to go into too much detail, as this is just an overview of what the Forex Dashboard is about, and the various windows that we will be looking at. Over here we have the overall currency strength window. Basically what this tells you is how strong or weak a certain currency is in relation to the rest of the currencies. So these are the overall strengths of a specific currency, and they're denoted by these percentages over here. So currently you can see the pound is relatively strong and the Canadian dollar is relatively weak. On the right over here we have the commodities represented by gold and oil, and then you have your stock indices over here, both in the US and the European stocks. And over here you can see the strengths here and the overall average strength, and this is the overall average strength for both indices in the US and Europe. And you can see here which indices are represented. We have the S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, FTSE, DAX, and so forth. Right on the bottom here, I'll zoom in a little bit more. We've got the individual currency pairs, alright, and you will see, I just want to go across here. You'll see the individual currency pairs, the range over here, the daily range. This is on the GBP against the Canadian dollar, and then you will see the bid price, that's the current bid price. And the percentage here shows you the higher the percentage, the more chance of a breakout. So as it approaches 100, there's more chance of a breakout. You'll see when it goes over a certain percentage, this has been defaulted to 90%, you'll see a buy signal pop up. Now that is just a heads up to tell you that it's approaching a certain level. And you can set that. I'll show you how later on, how you can set those various levels. But essentially all it's telling you is that it's trading at the top end of its range. And as you can see here, the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc is trading at the bottom end of its range. As it gets more crimson, it's selling off more. So the Swiss franc will be getting stronger against the Canadian dollar, and you will see a sell signal there. It's below 10%, and then this sell signal will pop up. But we'll go into more detail about that just now. Right, so if you click on the currencies over here, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit again. If you click on the currencies here, you'll come up with this pop-up setup over here, and you can then move this slider. Will give you that buy or sell signal, and later on this will be used to generate signals to your phone, email, pop-up alerts, etc., etc. And this can be set from between 0 and 25 on the lower end. So that'll be on your sell side, and on the high side from 75 to 100. Okay, and then we can go into commodities over here, and a similar setup over there. That will be for commodities, and you can set your signals over there. Over here, what will happen is if this say approaches 90, it'll just have a green tinge to it to tell you that it's on the top end of its range. So that can be set up for gold, oil, and all the indices, as you can see over here. And now we're going to move on to the baskets. This is basically your overall currency setup, and if you click on that, you will see, say on the Aussie, you will see all the currencies that it's measured against. If there's a certain currency that you want to take out, and you say, and you believe it's skewing your results, say you don't want to measure the Japanese yen, you can then just highlight it, click, and it'll go into this box over here. If you want it back, just highlight it and it comes back again. So these are all the currencies that it's measured against, and you will see each currency that you go through, this will be the currencies that it's measured against, and that then gives you the overall currency strengths that you see over here. Alright, this then concludes the presentation. This was just a quick overview to show you the various windows and what they do. As I said, the detail in how to trade with the Forex Dashboard we will go into at a later lesson. Thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to further lessons on the Forex Dashboard with you later. Bye for now.